Steel jaw snapped shut, the building went blind. Left the world of the living and the clocks behind. One silver button with no number, no name. A blank invitation to a losing game. I pressed the metal, felt the floor start to heat. Emotion so hollow it refused to leave. Not going up, not going down to the street. Just a box full of echoes and the smell of defeat. The signal died cold in my shaking hand. I'm a ghost in a cage in a no man's land. The mirror's a liar, it's falling behind. A half-second fracture in the back of my mind. My shadow is smiling with teeth I don't own. A king in the glass on a stainless steel throne. Yeah, the journey's the coffin, the door is the lock, and the heart in my chest is the only thing to shock. The glass started tapping, a bone-on-glass sound. My reflection is grinning while I'm losing my ground. His mouth didn't move, but the words hit my head. Don't push it again is all that he said. The cables are screaming, the shaft is afloat, swallowing the minutes that I never wrote. I'm watching myself do the things I ain't done. A race with a phantom that's already won. The bell didn't ring, but the walls started to sweat. The floor is a ledger for a long-standing debt. The door slid open to a lobby of dust. Just another version of the man I can't trust. The mirror's a liar, it's falling behind. A half-second fracture in the back of my mind. My shadow is smiling with teeth I don't own. A king in the glass on a stainless steel throne. Yeah, the journey's the coffin, the door is the lock, and the heart in my chest is the only thing to shock. Cut the silence like a rusty blade. A call from a ghost, a debt to be paid. No name on the screen, just a hollow sound. Room 312, keep the fire off the ground. The hall is a throat, long and narrow and thin. Yellow lights gasping for the air to begin. Time stretching tight like a hangman's knot. Every step I take is a lesson I forgot. The brass is cold, the floorboards moan. The darkness has a way that I should have known. A match in the door frame, bite in the wood, witness to a sin that I misunderstood. It's burning slow, but it won't turn to ash. Frozen lightning in a silent white flash. Yeah, the flame stands still while the shadows fly. The match is burning, but it refuses to die. I push the door open to an empty space, just a cracked silver mirror showing my face. But I'm looking away, my back to the light, holding a flame that I lost to the night. In the glass I'm standing with a fire in my hand. In the room I'm empty, in a shifting sand. The truth is a secret, stays in the dark, only comes alive when you lose the spark. The flame at the door finally goes cold. The mirror starts breathing a story untold. Beyond the glass, the smoke starts to rise. The truth is a ghost with my own eyes. A match in the doorframe, bite in the wood, witness to a sin that I misunderstood. It's burning slow, but it won't turn to ash. Frozen lightning in a silent white flash. Yeah, the flame stands still while the shadows fly. The match is burning, but it refuses to die. The rain hammered the roof like a debt collector's fist. Woke up to a wall that shouldn't exist. A jagged black outline, a tear in the wood, standing where the empty silence once stood. No hinges to scream, no frame to hold tight, just a handle of iron frozen by the night. My palm hit the metal, felt the deep sea chill. The house held its breath, perfectly still. I gripped the cold, felt the marrow turn to ice, opening the door to pay the hollow price. It opened inward, dragging me down into a mirror of my own ghost town. Same room, same shadows, but the dust is a flood. History's breathing I come to die. Furniture shifted, leaning to the left. A room full of ghosts and a long hidden thread. Burying the minutes under layers of gray. In a corner sat a man who had nothing to say. His back was a mountain, his breath was a crawl. I stepped through the threshold, felt the ceiling fall. The door slammed shut with a final heavy crack. There's no way forward when the room looks back. He turned his head, slow as a grinding stone. A face like my own, but built out of bone. The eyes were dead windows, the spirit was gone. I'm looking at the man I'm supposed to become. It opened inward, dragging me down into a mirror of my own ghost town. Same room, same shadows, but the dust is a flood. History's breathing through the rot in the mud. Yeah, the door's a trap and the wall is a lie. Everything I open is where I come to die. The dust is a shroud on the studio floor. I didn't touch the deck, I didn't lock the door, but the reel started turning, a slow magnetic crawl, dragging the ghost right out of the wall. No music in the wire, no voice in the air, just a heavy black silence that's stripping me bare. The stop button's frozen, a cold plastic lie, while the tape drinks the room and refuses to die. Headphones off, but the breathing stays loud. The shadow is moving, wearing a shroud. With a mouth full of bread, the truth is a fire and I'm drowning in it. Rewind the hunger, fast forward the pain. The tape's spinning wide, but it's leaving a stain. Yeah, the reel's catching teeth, it's a soul-eating machine. It caught in the screams that remain unseen. I spun the reels back to the edge of the void, hearing the whispers of the things I destroyed. Don't record this, a thin needle point sound, buried 6 inches in the magnetic ground. Now the meters are jumping, the needles are red, recording the steady against the glass cage. History's rewriting its final dark page. I'm standing in silence, but the tape knows the truth. It's capturing shadows of my long-buried youth. Silence is a witness with a mouth full of grit. The truth is a fire, and I'm drowning in it. Rewind the hunger, fast forward the pain. The tape's spinning white, but it's leaving a stain. Yeah, the reel's catching teeth. It's a soul-eating machine. They're caught in the screams that remain unseen. Concrete floor bit my skin like a streak. Woke up in a room where the sun turned to gray. No name in my throat, just a hollow black hole. The silence is a predator hunting my soul. Clock on the wall is spinning the wrong way. Hands sliding ghosts like with nothing to say. Doors locked tight from the side of the sin. Nowhere to go but where the shadows begin. A bruise on my jaw that I didn't invite. The mirror is a witness shivering in white. Time's trading hands. It's a thief in the hall. The memory shifting on the skin of the wall. Don't trust a man who just opened his eyes. He's wearing a mask of his own dark disguise. Every blink of the lid, the world shifts its frame. The clock forgot time, but it remembers my name. A chair drags itself across the dust-choked floor. A photograph bleeds by the frame of the door. The wall screamed a warning in a handwritten scrawl. Don't trust the sleeper, then it vanished from call. The air turned to iron, the city lights died. A new memory crawled from the place where I hide. I'm standing above him, the gravity's dead. And the stain on my knuckles is a violent red. The lock didn't break, but the mind started to leak. The truth is a mountain and the summit is weak. I didn't lose my past, I just stole it away from the man on the floor who had nothing to say. Time's trading hands. It's a thief in the hall. The memory shifting on the skin of the wall. Don't trust the man who just opened his eyes. He's wearing a mask of his own dark disguise. Every blink of the lid, the world shifts its frame. The clock forgot time, but it remembers my name.